I'm in the Medicine Bow National Forest today, and you can see behind me all these dead trees. Those are trees that have been killed by the bark beetle. It's an epidemic in Wyoming. Our forests are dying. Not too far from here was the Mullen fire last year that burned almost 200,000 acres. It was a catastrophe in Wyoming. And they blame it on climate change, but I tell you, it's bad management. They just don't manage. The federal government doesn't manage the forests. They just let it be. They stopped logging years ago, and even when I was a kid, they had a program to kill bark beetles, but they don't even do that anymore. So they let it get dead, and then they wonder why it burns up. And so that's just another reason why the state should have control over the federal land, is that we could manage the forests. Now, some people argue that we don't have the resources to put out fires. Well, when it gets this bad, they can't put them out either. I mean, they literally have to burn to the ground and start over. That's the tragedy behind this whole thing. But there's not all of the forests in Wyoming are as bad as this one. The Medicine Bow is in really bad shape, in my opinion. On the western side of the state, there are areas that are equally as bad, but not all of the forests are ready to burn like this. But so I really believe that in the state's hands, that these forests could be made a lot healthier. I'd like to see a logging industry come back to a certain extent and decrease the fuel load. But we got a lot of catching up to do, and it's another reason why Wyoming should be in control of all of the public lands.